History as Ritual. Václav Havel, an Eastern European communist politician, wrote an essay called The Power of the Powerless, and he felt so strongly about this essay that he dedicated it to the memory of somebody. And you can find a link to this essay in the description box of the video. This essay essentially postulates that history functions as a ritual in terms of power dynamics. And if we look at years preceding the modern era, the modern world, it was an age in which power was concentrated into the hands of persons. And so if we look at history as a ritual, we can see historical events and revolutions as processes of power being transferred away from persons and into an ideology. And so this essay, Václav Havel, The Power of the Powerless, it essentially describes power as existing as a sort of cloud within society, a cloud of ideology. So power has moved away from persons, from monarchies, and so on through a process of history. And because it has been taken away from those persons and invested into the name of ideology, ideology is what reigns over a country. Now, this would suggest that in order for individuals to wield that power within a society, that they have to pay homage to the prevailing ideology. They have to pay lip service to it. They have to agree with the fundamental positions of the ideology. Now, you might be wondering, well, what sort of power is that if a person has to pay homage to an ideology? Because you'd expect somebody who wields power to be able to act according to their own will and make judgments and so on. Well, the word judgment here is very interesting because the power that people have in the modern world by paying homage to ideology is that of a judge who interprets um, official ideology. And so, in the act of interpretation of ideology, um, the core tenets, the core beliefs and postulates of the ideology can be applied in a myriad of ways. And so that's where the power is, one would think, in the modern world. The power exists in a cloud of ideology because it was removed from persons through processes of revolution, which can be understood as rituals transmogrifying power away from persons into an ideology that people must pay homage to, that can then be wielded by individual persons acting in a capacity similar to that of a judge, exercising um, the capacity to wield power via that of interpretation of the official ideology.